everybody watching tonight. So I tell you what, if you can't find energy tonight, you're in the wrong business. We control us. We run this. And anybody come in our house, they get dealt with. Respect is earned. Respect is never given. It's better to be respected than liked. The hell with being liked.
I'll fucking wait. Who wanna debate? Straight, let me cook. Fish frying while season and marinate. Every season, there's no reasoning, just unanimous decision. Smash the noti bell, and thanks to all subscriptions. Mama mentality, stop fouling me, I'm goated. Body shots got them folding. Every word they can quote it. Smoking bud, watching bud smoke these niggas. Mayweather with the defense, nothing short of genius. High step into the end zone like prime time. Point me to the limelight. Mic check, it's my time. The pod god every time I deliver. You're now tuned in to GOAT Thriller. I'm here to stay. All the chatter, y'all can dead it. Let's start the show. Yeah, I said it.
Yeah, I said it. Dinging on them. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
I'm the best ever. There's
I
never been
fucking
anybody.
wait.
I'm Sonny Liston. I'm Jack Dempsey. There's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw. There's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous. My defense is impregnable. And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart.
Yeah, I said it.
Now, before I get into what I'm about to get into, I just want to make sure that each and every last one of y'all hit that like or dislike button. And please don't forget to put some motherfucking Coach K Duke full court pressure on that sub button if you're new to the channel. And please don't forget to ring that noti bell so you can be notified via email each and every time your boy E Thriller, aka Ham Rothstein, aka GOAT Thriller, aka the motherfucking Black Picasso, because I paint these pictures so vividly with my words whenever I feel like it. And once again, fight fans, ladies and gentlemen in the wolf pack, welcome back. Now, first things first, man. Shout out to everybody that's watching this live stream podcast on my YouTube account, my social media account. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Drop some E3s in this bitch if y'all can hear me loud and clearly. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. Shout out to everybody on Twitter. Shout out to everybody on TikTok. Shout out to everybody on the gram. Salute. Make sure y'all hit that like button as you come through the door, because I ain't going to be long-winded, man. I got some shit to get off my motherfucking chest, because I've been gone for a minute, so I haven't had time to talk about this situation. So I feel like there was a need for me to go ahead and come on late at night, because I normally come on at 9:30. But I said, fuck it, I'm up. Why not go ahead and talk about it? So without further ado, Shakur Stevenson wet the bed in front of everybody with that god-awful performance a couple of weeks ago, right? And the man knew it, because he sat up there with a straight face and told everybody that he apologized to Floyd Money Mayweather. He told everybody that he apologized to Terrence Bud Crawford. And he also told everybody that he apologized to the great first ballot Hall of Famer in Andre Ward for playing one Mississippi. Tell Mississippi all night long in the fucking ring. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying he apologized to all three of those individuals who took time out of their busy schedules to go there and watch that boring ass fight in Vegas. I mean, don't get mad at your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, for keeping this shit real, right? Because we all know his big brother, you know, that guy Terrence Bud Crawford, who is Mr. 2 times undisputed, who is the boogeyman. Yeah, I said it. He would have never went in a ring and played Run Forrest, Run Forrest, Run. Saying enough and the boys got to go. Run for it, run. We know Bud would never do that shit, because y'all can say what y'all want about Terrence Bud Crawford, but we all know that the boogeyman is going to go in that ring and take risks, because a lot of you motherfucking Neanderthals who used to love to get on Terrence Bud Crawford for his lack of defensive prowess, saying that he gets hit too much, even though whenever we used to say, well, look, the motherfucker is knocking niggas out, so in order to get those knockouts and those goddamn ESPN highlights, yeah, I said it, you got to go in there and fight. Terrence Bud Crawford is a boxer who loves to fight. But we can't say the same thing about Shakur Stevenson now, can we? Because this is the same guy that sat up there right after the fight and said, I don't want any congratulations. I know my performance was horrible. I'm a way better fighter than what I displayed tonight. Shakur said all of this shit. I ain't no goddamn ventriloquist. Not your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso. Contrary to what y'all may or may not believe, but I don't make none of this shit up that I be talking about. I just hold the fighters to their words. I hold them accountable just like I hold every other fighter accountable, and the proof is in the pudding. Facts, E Thriller, big facts. But my thing is this. Why are some of you hypocritical, you fucking Neanderthals, getting your panties all in a wad over the truth? I'll wait. I will fucking wait. Because you see, it was all good whenever your boy Go Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, was getting on Earl Spence for that shitty ass performance against Terrence Bud Crawford, right? It was all good whenever your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, was getting on Jamel Charlo for playing I Will Survive. Oh, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive against Canelo. It was all good. You niggas was just chuggling up. You niggas was ha, kin, saying facts, E Thriller, big facts. Yeah, I said it. But the moment that I get on one of y'all favorite fighters that y'all love, that y'all, I guess y'all just want to clip his toenails and foul his fingernails. I don't know what it is about Shakur. I don't know if it's the fact that most of y'all niggas are bud buddies, so y'all automatically going to be biased for Shakur because that's quote unquote his little brother. As I give a fuck because like I said before, and god damn it, your boy E Thriller is going to say it again just in case you forgot or just in case y'all might be new to my channel. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like button and sub up. But I'm the motherfucker YouTuber that's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what the fuck you want to hear. Facts, E Thriller, big facts. I ain't the nigga that's going to tell y'all, oh man, Shakur performance was great. Oh, he only won with one hand, even though he said he wasn't going to make excuses. Oh, it was a phenomenal fight. Oh, it's the sweet science. Oh, shut up. I'm not going to say that soft ass shit. I ain't going to be running around here saying that weak ass shit, that capping ass shit. That's cap, big cap. I'm not going to do that just to please you motherfuckers, just to rub your shoulders and massage your ego and say, oh, Shakur is so great. Yeah, we know he's a great fighter. We know this. But that performance the other night sucked. And I have every fucking right as being the guy who is the realest nigga on YouTube. Yeah, I said it. To sit up here and say with a fucking straight face, with an honest conscience, I can get up in the morning and look myself in the mirror and say, look, man, I ain't sold my soul. I don't do shit for super chats. I don't do shit for cash apps. I say what the fuck I feel and mean what the fuck I say. And from what I watched that night with my wife on the couch with a look of disgust and disbelief, that fight was boring. I don't know how to sugarcoat. I don't know what y'all want a nigga to say. What do y'all want me to say? Because Shakur basically said the same shit that I said before the fight, during the fight, and right after the fight, right? He knew it sucked. He even came out and said his performance sucked. He even said that he can do way better than that. Hell, we know Shakur is a phenomenal counterpuncher. But for whatever reason, the other night against Edwin De Los Santos, you know, the motherfucker that looked like Duda from The Chi, the motherfucker that looked like James St. Patrick from Power. Yeah, I said it. Against that guy, he went in the ring and he was pretty much acting like he was scared to get hit. I mean, I heard that little sound over on what was that on TikTok the other day? I'm tired. I heard that shit all day through that goddamn fight because the nigga didn't want to get hit. Y'all can say what y'all want to say, but he didn't want to get hit. But he was throwing that left hand just fine because I don't know what it is, but for some odd reason, I don't know if man needs a publicist. I know he got mob ties in his corner. Shout out to Jay Prince and them. But y'all need to sit this motherfucker down and talk to him and explain to him this. Get off the internet. Stay off of social media because you the same motherfucker that sat up there and said that I ain't gonna make no excuses, only to turn around and make a billion excuses, talking about your hand was fucked up, talking about you had to fart before the fight, talking about you had mud butt and diarrhea. Then you're showing us your private messages with your old lady. And I ain't got nothing against her because y'all know me, I keep it strictly boxing. But Shakur put it out there, so I have the right to comment on this shit. Facts, E Thriller, big facts. Shakur, we don't give a fuck about your personal DMs with your lady. We don't give a fuck about you not feeling great because Hey, you should have been saying this shit heading into the fight, because why was you popping all this shit at the weigh-in? Why was you popping all this shit at the press conferences? Why was you popping all this shit when you was shitting on Frank Martin? When you was talking about Lomachenko and how he ducked you? George Kambosos don't want to fight you. Isak Cruz ducked you. All these motherfuckers at 135 ducking you. Williams will pay to all these motherfuckers, right? Everybody is ducking Shakur Stevenson. You knew this shit heading into this fight that, hey man, I don't feel too good, or my hand is fucked up. I fucked my hand up in camp, right? But you still sat up there with a straight face and you was writing checks that your ass couldn't cash in on. You couldn't cash in on it. And when you went out there and laid the egg, now you expect for your boy E Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, to lie to you and to feel sorry for you. I don't feel sorry for Shakur at all, because again, this motherfucker had the audacity to sit up there after the fight, because I just mentioned it earlier at the beginning of the show, right? Hold on, y'all. Give me some water. It's hot as hell. Hold on real quick. Oh, my God. Got it hot as fuck. Anyway. But yeah, this is the same motherfucker that said right before the fight, he don't give a fuck about the boxing media. He don't give a damn about the fans. He don't give a fuck about none of that. And then he went on to say after the fight that he was going to apologize to Floyd, Andre Ward, and Terrence Bud Crawford. But what about the fans? What about the fans that stayed up on Thursday night, late at that, right after the NFL football game between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals, right? We stayed up and watched that putrid ass performance. It was horrendous. It sucked. We stayed up. We sat through that shit because we wanted to support you. It was a free fight on cable. We were saying, hey man, you know, we gonna support Shakur. A lot of people don't like his style, but I'm one of them people that's a defensive minded fan. Like, I like niggas with defense, right? My two favorite fighters of all time are Bernard Hopkins and Floyd Money Mayweather, and a lot of people hate both of their guts. They hate their style inside of the ring and outside of the ring, right? So I don't have a problem with Shakur being defensively responsible, but whenever you go out there and put on a performance like that, I mean, my Lord, what am I supposed to say? The only thing you threw was a fucking jab. That's how you wouldn't throw the left hand for shit. I don't get it, Shakur. I really don't get it. In fact, let me pull up these punch stats, because if I'm not mistaken, it says the total punches he threw was 209. 209 punches. Y'all let that shit sink in, fight fans. This is a 135 pounder. 9 times out of 10, these motherfuckers throwing at least 500 to 600 punches a fight, you know, on the average basis. But maybe a dude like Shakur, maybe about 400 to 500, right? But this man only threw 209 punches, and 155 of those were jabs. 155 of those were jabs. That means he didn't take any. I went back and watched the fight. I sat through that fight again. And I'm going to be honest, y'all. Y'all let me know, because once again, for the record, full disclosure and disclaimer, I'm one of the motherfuckers on YouTube that's going to tell you I don't know everything about the sport of boxing, but I do my research. I do my film study. I do my homework on the upcoming fights, and I try to make an educated guess on what I think may or may not happen. Facts, Thriller, big facts. And whenever I went back and watched that fight, I don't recall seeing Shakur throw any uppercuts. Y'all let me know. Did maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I need to go back and watch it again, which I don't want to waste another 36 minutes out of my fucking life watching that fight again. But the last time I checked, I don't recall Shakur throwing one single uppercut. I don't recall Shakur throwing one single pull counter. I don't recall Shakur parrying and then catching the shot. I don't recall any of that. All I seen was this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, taking 3, 4, 5 steps back, flinching at every goddamn feint that Edward De Los Santos threw at him. You feel what I'm saying? And the man was just terror. He was petrified of getting hit. I mean, maybe we not giving Edwin De Los Santos enough credit. Maybe this man was much quicker. Maybe he was much more powerful than Shakur thought. But still, even with me saying that, there is no excuse for Shakur to go out there and lay an egg, especially with all the shit he been talking about these fighters. I mean, God forbid me tell the truth, your boy E Thriller, who I always tell the motherfucking truth, right? Because I'm the same motherfucker that got on boots for struggling with a Karen. You feel what I'm saying? I was the nigga that got on boots for struggling with Karen. I was the motherfucker that was getting on Frank Martin for having that putrid ass performance against a guy that nobody knew. I said he lost that fight. I felt like Frank Martin lost that fight 2 weeks before the Errol Spence and the Terrence Bud Crawford fight. Facts, E Thriller, big facts. I'm just saying. So I'm just keeping the same motherfucking energy. And can you imagine as I'm talking, y'all, because I done had some time to think about this show, right? Can you imagine the way that Shakur Stevenson is acting after a lopsided victory? Because he did win, make no mistake about it. But can y'all imagine how Shakur Stevenson is going to act if he were to ever lose, let alone get knocked out? I mean, just let that shit sink in. Just let's visualize, let's fantasize. What if Shakur gets knocked the fuck out by Gervonta Tank Davis? Or what if Shakur gets outboxed by Devin Haney? Can y'all imagine the number of excuses and the tweets and the post on IG and the stories? I mean, oh my God. For a nigga to act like this, who won the fight, who clearly won the fight, this shit is alarming to me. This man is a nutcase. And I said it before and I say it again. Shakur Stevenson, man, hey, he's a sore loser. Shout out to my nigga D Young in the chat. You took the words out of my mouth. This dude is a sore loser, and I get it. I'm a sore loser too. I hate losing. But one thing about me, I ain't gonna make no motherfucking excuses if you kick my ass. If you kick my ass or if I perform well or y'all say, hey, man, this show was kind of boring, you Thriller, I ain't gonna get in my feelings. I'm just gonna find another motherfucking way to be way more entertaining the next time around. Facts, Thriller, big facts. So I say all that to say, Shakur, you got to just take the constructive criticism. You got to take the good with the bad, because it's all good whenever we was praising you. It's all good. You was on top of the world. You was on cloud nine whenever these motherfucking Neanderthals was running around here saying that you was the boogeyman. You the new boogeyman outside of Terrence Bud Crawford. Now, I didn't agree with that shit, but there's a lot of people that still feels that way. It's a lot of people feel like I am treating you unfairly or unjustly for telling the fucking truth, as if I give a flying fuck. I don't give a fuck about how y'all niggas feel about what I say, because this is my truth. And honestly, I want you motherfuckers to disagree with me anyway. I don't have a problem with disagreeing with motherfuckers. In fact, this make this shit more entertaining. I'm just saying. But y'all got to get out of this soft ass shit, this weak ass shit. Oh, we got to cheer for Shakur just because we're fans for Bud. Well, newsflash. Shakur Stevenson is not Terrence Bud Crawford. Shakur Stevenson hasn't done half the shit that Terrence Crawford has done. And Shakur Stevenson hasn't went through half the shit that Terrence Crawford went through just to get one fucking big mega fight. He ain't been through that. Matter of fact, hey, man, Devin Haney sent that man a contract. And I know it's a lot of people feel like, oh, he got low ball. Oh, Devin Haney never really wanted to fight. But I say, well, shit, if he didn't want to fight, he would have never sent the motherfucking offer over there. You feel what I'm saying? And then the nerve of Shakur to turn that down because he wanted 50-50. I don't agree with it because, again, this is totally different than the Terrence Crawford situation and Earl Spence. Devin Haney is already undisputed. Devin Haney accepted less, not once, but twice. And Devin Haney had to go to another country with the mindset of not even having his fucking trainer and father who got him to this point in his corner. We didn't even know if Bill Haney was going to make it over there. But he said, fuck it, I'm going to do what I got to do to put myself in position to where now once I get these belts, I can get the bigger paydays. And I can call the shots with some niggas outside of Gervonta Tank Davis, right? Right, he put himself in that position. But you got a guy like Shakur who is entitled, who feels like, oh, Devin Haney owes him something. But he don't say none of this shit with Tank. And I'm kind of shocked because he know his position with Tank. But for some reason, I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know if it's because he feels like he's better than Devin Haney. But I'm starting to think some of that shit he been saying is cap. I'm starting to think it's cap because when I look at Devin Haney and I saw that last fight, and I know it's a lot of people feel like he lost Lomachenko, and I get it. But one thing we got to say about Devin Haney is a dog. Devin Haney proved to me he's a dog. He would get in the ring and fight. Now, we know he's a hugger, and we know that his fights can be boring too. Yeah, I said it. You know, I got to give smoke where smoke is due. But the thing is this. We seen Devin Haney bite down. We seen Devin Haney take chances against a Linares and get clocked. We seen Devin Haney take chances against a JoJo Diaz and get clocked a couple of times as well. And dare I say, in a couple of weeks, he's going to do the same thing against a Regis Prograis, a top-notch competitor in a higher weight class. But see, a lot of motherfuckers want to get on Devin Haney, and a lot of people want to hate on him. And I get it because Bill Haney, he gets on my fucking nerves. I must admit, he gets on my nerves because he be doing a whole lot of hogging the spotlight from his son because he's trying to live vicariously through his son. And I understand you're happy for your son, but damn, if a motherfucker in the interview asks your son a question, you just need to shut the fuck up and let Devin Haney cook. I mean, he's very articulate. I'm just saying, but either way, I feel like Devin Haney is one of the guys that's doing right by the sport of boxing. Now, he did say some bullshit the other day that caught my eye, talking about, oh, he don't know no Matias and all these other dudes, and he's in for the big money fights. But then you the same motherfucker that said some shit about, oh, if the fight with Tank happen, it's got to happen at 140. No, motherfucker, you can't call no shots with a Gervonta Tank Davis. You don't call any shots because, for one, them belts don't mean shit to Tank. Let's just get that out the way. And two, Tank just did 1.4 million pay-per-view buys with Ryan Kardashian, Oops, I meant Garcia. So Devin Haney, even though you have the much better resume, even though you fought the way stiffer competition, even though you took less to get in the position that you're in no position to call any shots with Tank. But that's where it stops. Because whenever it comes to Shakur, he has a right to demand what the fuck he want to demand. And if Shakur don't want to abide by those rules or acquiesce to them, he can kick rocks. And now look, he's stuck fighting niggas that we don't want to see him fight. And that's what made the fight even worse. It made it even worse because we didn't even want to see you fight Edward De Los Santos. We had a bad taste in our mouth from the whole negotiation shit that went on with Frank Martin. And even you publicized that. You went to Twitter and told everybody that, oh, Frank Martin a bitch, Frank Martin ducking, oh, he won 50-50. But whenever Devin Haney was saying, look, man, you don't deserve this shit, or Bill Haney was saying that, you was in your feelings. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But that's my thing with Shakur, man. He's a phenomenal fighter. I'm not taking anything away from him as far as his talent in the ring. But for whatever reason, the other night, he just didn't perform. And I'm not saying that the man wasn't sick. I'm not saying that he didn't feel good. I'm not saying that he didn't have diarrhea or whatever the fuck he had going on. But my thing is this. I don't give a fuck. Because you talk all this shit heading into these fights. You talk all this shit about what you gonna do to this person. You're calling out UFC fighters and you the new face of boxing and it's my time and everybody ducking me. And whenever you got in the ring, you play run for it, run for it, run. Say you're in the mag, know you must put them gun, better run for it, run for it, run, run for it, run for it, run. I'm just saying, y'all tell me where I told a lie. So nigga don't want to see that shit, Shakur. If you want to be a pay-per-view star, if you want to be a pay-per-view star, you have to take risks because you got the outside shit. You got it to where you say certain shit and motherfuckers hate what you say and they don't like you. A lot of people don't like you, Shakur. Hell, I'm willing to say, like, I don't really like you no more. Yeah, I said it because you be doing a whole lot of capping and you just, I hate entitled motherfuckers. You know, niggas that act like you owe them something, like, oh, we got to bow down and clip your toenails and rub your shoulders and pat you on the ass and say, great job, no matter fucking what. You know, niggas that love yes men around. I can't stand niggas like that. So I'm okay with saying that I am not a fan of Shakur Stevenson right now. Yeah, I said it. And I didn't stutter. And I don't give a fuck who don't like it. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. I won't lose any sleep. I won't lose any sleep because I said it before and I say it again. I am in this shit to clean up the sport of boxing. I am here to try to make fights. I am here to try to put pressure because it's my pleasure in my pop's voice on Friday to force these motherfucking hands, to embarrass these motherfuckers, to shame them into making the fights that we want to fucking see. And if a nigga running around here capping and lying and putting on for the gram and putting on for Twitter and putting on for Facebook and putting on for YouTube and all these bullshit ass reporters that's scared to ask them the tough questions, then it is my job, E-Thriller, aka the Black Picasso, to bring the truth to the power and the power to the truth in my IOTBA voice. It's my job and it's my motherfucking duty to call these niggas out on their bullshit. Whether y'all like it or not, I really don't give a fuck. That's my position and I'm standing on it. I'm standing on business. You feel me? Huh. But anyway, man, let me read some of these comments because I ain't going to be on here all night, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. I know this is a super late show, but I had to get this shit off my chest because a lot of you niggas soft as fuck. Niggas been crying on Twitter to me. You know, one of the videos I made on Shakur, that shit done went viral on Twitter. Got about 277,000 views and some shit like that. Niggas just in the comment section crying, oh, you can't whoop Shakur. No shit. I ain't no fucking boxer. But at the same time, I ain't the nigga running around here saying I'm going to whoop everybody's ass. I ain't the motherfucker that's saying everybody that's ducking me. I ain't the nigga that's saying I'm the new face of boxing. Shakur saying that. I ain't say that. I know my position. I'm a motherfucker that talk shit. Yeah, I said it. And I do it very well. But anyway, shout out to my dog, Mr. 214. I'm on that bullshit again. I'm on that bullshit today. All right. Shout out to my nigga IOTBA, man. Make sure y'all go sub up to his channel and tell him Go Thriller sent you. And shout out to the Spit Bucket, man. JJ, I see ya.
Yep.
Yeah, man. All right, man. Shout out to my guy, Boxing Nerd 101. What's popping? He said, E3 was popping. He said, what's good? Hey, man, ain't nothing. Just painting these pictures so vividly with my word.
That's the picture. I'm going to paint it perfectly.
You already know how I play Boxing Nerd. But anyway, back to the chat. I go. What up, Goldie Loke? He said, E3, what's up, little bro? Hey, man, ain't nothing, man. Just painting these pictures with my, painting these pictures so vividly with my words. Getting on Shakur because, and his fucking his fans are some of the most hypocritical motherfuckers because these dudes love to talk shit about Devin Haney. They love to talk shit about Tank. They love to talk shit about Earl Spence. They love to talk shit about Boots. They love to talk shit about Frank Martin. But whenever somebody get on Shakur for a valid reason, might I add, they want to get in their feelings and get sensitive and shit. And I ain't rocking with it. I ain't rocking with it at all. But anyway, Io and this bitch rolling. Okay. What up to my dog? ASAP, 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 ASAP. Shout out to my nigga ASAP. He said E3 in the Woodpack salute was popping. How are you, kind sir? What up to my brother in real life? The General Big Fish has entered the premises.
Baby.
Shout out to my big bro, man. He said we live. Hey, yo, Charlamagne, are we live? Yeah, man, I'm finally live, man. I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back in this bitch, man. Shout out to the General, man. What's popping? Goldie Low, y'all just going back and forth. What up, Salsa Boy Av? I ain't never seen you in my chat before, but I appreciate you, my brother. He said, talk your shit. Hey, man, I appreciate it, my brother. Man, make sure you sub up to the channel if you haven't already done so, man. D Young and his bitch laughing. Shout out to my guy D Young. That's my boy right there, man. What's popping, fam? He said Shakur just made some new cleats. How fast he can run. And I hell yeah, man. That boy was running like a mother. Run, Bobby, run, Bobby, run. Say it. Run for it. I mean, God, did Edwin De Los Santos hit that fucking hard, y'all? Because, I mean, God damn, you would have thought he was in the ring with Deontay Wilder the way that motherfucker was jumping back, hopping and skipping and shit. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. IOTBA said, a big facts Thriller, I appreciate it. He said shit was horrible. What up, Doug? Right side, I see your bar was popping. He said, salute E3 in the chat was popping. What up to my dog, the BFB Master Q? He said, let's go Thriller. I appreciate it. My brother was popping. Dub said, I love Shakur, but we can't cap for nonsense. Respectfully, of course. Man, fuck all that respectfully shit. We're going to be disrespectful to this disrespectful motherfucker because he's a motherfucker that sat up there and said he don't give a fuck about the media. He don't care about the fans. He only wanted to apologize to Floyd Money Mayweather, Terrence Bud Crawford, and Andre Ward. He didn't say nothing about the fans that supported him. He didn't say nothing about the fans that showed up to that boring ass fight that was born for all 12 rounds. He didn't say nothing about none of us. He don't give a fuck about us. He apologized to Floyd, Bud, and Ward. Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck that. But anyway, IOTBA said, I don't even want to cover his fights for what? I mean, you're going to waste your time and money, your plane ticket money, hotel money. You feel what I'm saying, IO? Like, why bother? Why? You're not going to see a knockout. We know that. We know Shakur ain't coming to knock nobody out. Shakur's a motherfucker that just want to be pretty, man. I don't know if Shakur has enough in the gas tank or enough intestinal fortitude in his heart to deal with a dude like Tank anymore. I don't think so. Because I was one of them dudes that felt like Shakur was going to whoop all the motherfuckers at 135. Yeah, I said it. But after seeing what I saw against a dude by the name of Edwin De Los Santos, who is no scrub, he can fight. I'm not saying he's garbage, but he ain't Tank. He ain't Devin Haney. You feel what I'm saying? These dudes are ultra talented. They're super confident and they have skills. And we know Tank got the power and skills to knock anybody out from 135 all the way up to 140, possibly 147, depending on who he fight. But and Devin Haney can box his ass off. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm starting to lean towards the other two guys over Shakur. I'm just saying. But anyway, Dub said facts. I love his style, but to call out the fans for speaking on the fight is embarrassing. Yeah, man. Motherfucker need to stay off Twitter, bro. Shit is weak. It's weak. I'm sorry. It's weak. I do not approve. Ayo said Shakur is scared to get hit. Hell yeah, he's scared to get hit, bro. He's very scared to get hit. He said Shakur took no chances. That dude D-side to any top fighter. His arrogance is out of control. And then this is what made it worse, Ayo. As a matter of fact, hold on. Let me share my screen, y'all. Because I think I posted this shit on my community wall. This is how bad he is, bro. Y'all let me know if y'all can see this shit in the chat. Matter of fact, let me all right, so this is what Shakur posted the other day about the fight, right? He said, I watched my fight for the first time. Yeah, let me stop letting casual fans, another insult. Now we casuals. But anyway, he said, casual fans get in my head that a nigga couldn't touch me with one hand. But Shakur, I thought you wasn't gonna make any excuses. We don't want to hear about your fucking hand, man. We the same motherfuckers that was getting on Earl Spence for saying, if I had an excuse, I'm from the old law. Just to paraphrase what he said, because I don't remember it verbatim. But basically, he was like, if I had an excuse, I wouldn't give you one. But to me, to a nigga like me, that's making an excuse. We don't want to hear that shit. Just say you got your ass whooped and you coming back for the rematch. So we the same motherfuckers that was keeping that same energy for Earl. We got to do it for you. So why are you making excuses, bro? And you won the fucking fight. You won the fight, and this is not your first time putting on a lackluster performance because you get it against Nakathila. Remember when Timothy Bradley, who all of a sudden didn't want to criticize Shakur for reasons I don't know this time around, but he was getting on you for that fight because you fought scary in that fight. The MO is out on Shakur, man. The blueprint is out. It is what it is. Whenever he's in the ring with a puncher, he don't want to fight. He don't want to fight. He's scared to get hit. But anyway, he said, stop letting casual fans get in my head that nigga couldn't touch me with one hand. Boxing on the highest level with one hand is insane. And being able to control a really good fighter with one hand is crazy. A testament to how great I truly am. Niggas not fucking with me on my worst day. My IQ is way too high for y'all. Most people don't know shit about boxing. Now, let me say this. Shakur, you the same motherfucker that sat up there and told the media with a straight face, with no matter of fact, with a grin, with your little dimple in your fucking cheekbone, right? You the same nigga that said that Tyson Fury was better than Muhammad Ali. So I say all that to say, like, do you know shit about boxing? Because you're also the same motherfucker that said Jermell Charlo was going to beat Canelo. You done had a lot of fucked up ass predictions for a nigga that's a great, phenomenal fighter. But you've been saying a lot of goofy ass shit, and I'd have put your ass on goofy timeout a lot of times. R.I.P. to Nipsey Hussle. That ain't my shit, that's his shit. But niggas like Shakur got to go on goofy timeout because they say a lot of bullshit ass shit. But then he want to turn around and act like he's better than everybody or act like he's right. Oh, I'm never wrong. Oh, I know every fucking thing about the fucking sport of boxing. I'm such a savant. All I do is watch boxing all day. All I do is train all day, only to double back after the fight and say, oh, well, maybe I'm training too hard. Nigga, what? What? Now you training to a nigga that's always bragging about being his gym rat, about how he's dedicated to the sport, about how he's always focused, he's never out of shape, he trains, he spars with Keyshawn, he spars with Bud, he spars with all these dudes all over the country. And I'm not saying he's not doing it, but he's the same guy that brags about this shit, only to turn around and make an excuse for his lackluster performance. Really? Take it on the chin. Matter of fact, log out of Twitter. Just get off. Throw your phone away. Get a burner account. I would rather for you to do some Kevin Durant shit. Get you a burner account, bro. Like, do something. But stay off of the internet, dog. This shit is so pathetic. It's weak. Are you fucking kidding me? But anyway, Ayo said there's something wrong with that dude. I totally agree. I don't think he got all his marbles, bro. And I can only imagine how he's going to act if he lose. Because he's soft as cottonelle to me. That's why the thumbnail is what it is. He's soft as cottonelle tissue. I can wipe my ass with Shakur. But anyway, yeah, man, they jealous of Devin Haney. It's got to be something. It's got to be something. Let me see, man. Just the guy, he said 402 stand up. Yeah, man, shout out to my niggas from the blast to stand the fuck up. D Young said, well, he better show that dog against Regis because I want to see how he reacts when he gets cracked. Hey, man, I agree. And guess what? If Devin Haney, who been talking all this shit about Shakur, who been talking all this shit about these other fighters, if he go out there and lay an egg and run out there and hug and hold the whole fucking fight and just throw a jab all night, guess who gonna be on his ass? I wait. I don't play favoritisms. I ain't on nobody payroll. I ain't been getting no direct deposits. And even if I was getting direct deposits from these motherfuckers, I would flat out tell them I ain't no yes man. If you perform like trash, I'm gonna say your shit was trash. Let me see, man. He said Haney, that guy, he beat him out. I'm starting to think that, bro. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Shit, hot as fuck in my room. I gotta give me a fan. All right, y'all. My apologies. I'm back. Dub Rice, I said Tank need to sit in there of a contract. That's the thing though with Tank, bro. Do anybody know who he gonna fight next? Because I don't know. And honestly, I'm getting to the point now to where I ain't even mad at Tank no more for not fighting Shakur, because I was one of the motherfuckers that was getting on Tank. But I don't even want to see Shakur fight Tank no more. I'm going to just keep it a buck because I already know what Shakur going to do. That fight is going to be boring as fuck. It's going to be boring as fuck. He going to run the whole fucking fight. So I don't even want to see that fight like I used to, bro. Maybe I'm being a prisoner of the moment, but that's how I feel right now. That's how I feel. But anyway, let me stop this shit. Let me get back to these comments, man. Io said Shakur boring and shit, but he talked like he Tyson. Yeah, man. And if y'all go and look at my little pre-fight, it wasn't really a breakdown, but you know, I did like a little video, like a little short. And I was telling them, like, man, I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to talk about you. I don't want to hear you say that you had everything that happened. I predicted everything that he said after the fight. I predicted this shit before the fight. I said that it was going to go the distance. I said that he was going to say his hand was hurt. And I said, I don't want to hear none of this shit. I'm just being consistent. Go back and fact check me. Let me see. Who haven't I got? Dub said we support this man, and then he says it don't matter what we think. I'm supporting you, bro. How my opinion don't matter. I guess my support doesn't. Yeah, man. And that's another thing. The ostracizing the media and the boxing fans. Ain't no motherfucker gonna want to buy your fight, bro. Let's just say, for the sake of the argument, pardon me, your next fight just so happened to be on pay-per-view. Who gonna pay for that? I know I'm not. I'm not paying for none of Shakur fights. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna do it. Y'all just going back and forth. All right, man. So let me see. Shout out to Miss LaJessica in the building. I see you. How are you, kind ma'am? I appreciate you for pulling up. Just the guy said, high trash hand, man. Yeah, man. Miss LaJessica said, me too, E3. I heard the same thing. Yeah, man. I'm sick of this shit. Ain't nobody gonna hold them accountable, though. Like they expect for us to pacify this motherfucker. That's all they want us to do. But this is my thing. This is what I say to that, Miss LaJessica.
I didn't stutter. I said, pop your titty out his mouth and stop babying him.
I'm just saying. God damn, nigga can't say nothing about Shakur. Ooh-wee. Nigga, some fanboys, boy. Io said I can't breathe, E3 already. All right, man, let me do this, man. I'm going to go ahead and drop the link. I didn't plan on it, but since I've been gone for a minute, I'm going to drop the link and let y'all come on and rock for a little bit. Y'all got to be quick with y'all points because I'm not about to be on here all night. The link is pinned in the chat. Hold on, let me pin it. And let me go over the panel etiquette just in case somebody want to come on, because I know my nigga Q just hit me up. Said he want to come on. So come on, Q. Come on with it, man. But before y'all click on the link, cut your camera on so I can authenticate who you are. Mute your audio until I introduce you. You will have 2 minutes to speak. Number 4, please don't dominate the show. Number 5, don't mention any other channel. And if you do, it's a $25 fee or I'm kicking you the fuck off. And rule number 6, please respect the host and my guests. The link is in the chat. I'm going to give y'all 2 minutes to come on. If y'all ain't coming on, I'm about to get the fuck off. I see you, Dub. You can cut your cam off. Appreciate you. All right, man. Going out to my guy, Dub Brightside. You're live on the chat with the pack. You got 2 minutes, fam. Pop your shit.
First things first, man. It's good to have you back, man. I watch from a distance, but I support the content. So it's good to have you back. Good to see you doing your thing. Look, Shakur, man, this is embarrassing. And me being a fan, you go look at my page right now. I got Shakur and Devin. Those are my 2 favorite fighters, bro. I love Shakur. And for him to put on the performance he put on, I didn't have a problem with the defense, not getting hit. I understand it's the sweet science, but you didn't let your hands go, brother. You didn't let your hands go at all. You had multiple opportunities, in my opinion, to put some shit on De Los Santos, and you didn't do it. You ran the entire fight. Instead of taking the half step back that I'm used to seeing you take, you done took two large steps back and ended up with your back on the ropes and ran out this motherfucker. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how I can support it. Look, we want to see mix it up. I understand the sweet science, but you got to go out there, and then for you to tell me you're not gonna make any excuses, and then start making excuses, it defeat the purpose. I mean, it was just it was a bad performance, and I think, man, Jay Prince, respect. I say this respectfully. You know, you say the wrong thing about Jay Prince. I don't know, in Houston, you might. Anyways, Jay Prince and that team, Shakur's team, they need to have that man. They need to be working with him, having him understanding how, when you do have a bad situation, how you respond to it. The things that you put out on social media, you can't attack your fans. Matter of fact, you should go ahead and take that L and say, you know what, it was a bad performance, and I'm gonna do better next time. I apologize to the fans for putting on a bad performance. Don't apologize to Floyd Mayweather and Andre. They don't give it. Well, they already done defended you.
Like, bro, they millionaires. You think they give a fuck? They don't give a fuck.
It's ridiculous.
Us.
We the ones paying for this shit. They got free seats. Hell, they was able to get in that motherfucker free. We paid for this fight, and so you got to stop it, man.
Hey, it's been 2 minutes, man. I got to pass the mic, bro, and then I'm gonna open the panel. All right, man. Going out to my dog, Mr. 214. Pop your shit. 2 minutes, my guy.
Shout out to Ethan the Black Picasso, man. Hey, one thing Shakur Stevenson showed everybody from the 214 to across the pond, he really not like that, right? It's like this dude, De Los Santos, threw a punch at him, and Shakur Stevenson caught whiplash trying to get away, man. This is the thing right
I see you,
you broke it down, man. Like, you had your moment, your opportunity to shine on the grand stage. I ain't trying to hear nothing about no injuries, about your stomach was hurting, because during the media day leading up to the fight and all that, you were still talking like you were Mike Tyson, then got in there and started playing like you were Seeley and Nettie in the fight with De Los Santos, said, me and you are never far, not the fake. So look, what Shakur Stevenson did, he criticized the fans and the media, but what Shakur don't understand, the fans and the media is what make and break the fighter. See, the one thing I don't respect and lost a lot of respect for Shakur is when he said F the media and the fans. Well, Shakur, the media and the fans are the one that make you. And when you went in there and put on the performance like you did, that was brought the criticism to you. When you went in there and whooped Jamel Herring, we gave you credit. When you beat Oscar Valdez, we gave you credit. Oh, you were happy with it. So whoop this and whoop that. See, what Shakur is going wrong is his arrogance. He think being the bad guy, that's what wins. But hey, being the bad guy and you don't go in there and fight, that means absolutely nothing, because all this talking that he's been doing, we're not going to believe it anymore. Like you stated earlier, Ethrol the Black Picasso, all this sparring stuff and these sparring stories and saying Dev never got the best of him. Like Shakur Stevenson, if you're fighting like this on a pro level right now, that tells me how you were fighting in the amateurs and in sparring. You didn't want to get hit, like you stated. When this guy fight a dude who is athletic, this guy do not want to fight. And what Shakur Stevenson did in his last performance has made himself the super D-side to any top fighter in boxing. One thing about Shakur, I'm not saying that he's not a good fighter. You won't be at this level if you're not good. He just showed us he's the type of fighter who's not really like that. He talked like he liked that. He threw a little Black Picasso, but Shakur Stevenson is really not like that.
I appreciate that, Ayo. It's been 2 minutes, my guy. All right, man, moving on. Going out to my daughter, BFB Master Q. You're live on the chat with the pack. Pop your shit. You got 2 minutes, kind sir.
Hey, man. Shout out to the pack. Shout out to everybody listening. Shout out to everybody on the panel right now, man. Hey, man, I'm going to make this super quick. Hey, man, I'm not going for it. I ain't giving Shakur no pass. That's the second time, not the first time. The second time I've seen you go up against power, what you will do against power. I'm telling you right now, like my boy say, he the super D and E side. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, if he don't switch his style up, he might not get re-signed, or he gonna be forever fighting on free TV. Because I tell you what, I'm gonna tell you one fight. All the Secure fans, y'all can kiss it in your dreams. you'll never see a Tank Davis fight. Get that out your head. You know what I'm saying? He can kiss ass and do all that, but at the end of the day, me and I'm pretty sure a lot of other boxing fans don't want to see Tank chasing this nigga all around the ring, because if you afraid of De Los Santos power, Nakatili power, you're going to be shaking booty meat, pissing on yourself. You think you were crying the first time when you lost. No, don't want to see that. Other than that, man, my opinion, I used to always think that Shakur, being this superior boxer, things of that nature, he could get Devin. But I'm just saying my opinion a tad bit. I don't know, man. I'm starting to feel Devin Haney a tad bit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think, that performance right there, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think Shakur might be a lot of cap, man, to where Tank had a hurt hand. They didn't boo him. They didn't boo Tank. When he had one hand, he Shakur Stevenson. That's my 2 minutes, man.
Already, man. The panel open, man. Go ahead and finish what you was about to say, Dub, right side, whenever you came on, bro. Go ahead and wrap.
My only thing I was gonna finish, and I agree with all y'all done said. I agree with it. The thing is I look at Shakur a little differently now. I wanted to see Shakur and Tank. I think Shakur's skills, you know what I'm saying, can give Tank problems. I got Devin over all of them. That's my opinion. I could be wrong.
Me too. I'm with you.
But at the same time,
I got Tank knocking all of them out, but
that's cool.
Okay.
That's cool. The thing is, we
know that, Q. Go ahead, Dub.
I'm a Davis brother at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? I got to ride with Tank. No.
But at the same time, we want them to be entertaining fights. You know what I'm saying? We want to see engaging. We want to see the sweet science. Of course, we love boxing, but ain't no way if he went in the ring with Tank and did the exact same thing he did with Edward De Los Santos and just didn't make a fight happen, he would lose the fight against Tank on the scorecards. He gonna lose. He ain't got the star power to beat Tank on the scorecards like that. He wasn't landing shit. And so what I'm saying is that I thought it was a 50-50 fight with him and Devin. I wanted to see him take that 25%. I thought that was I ain't gonna say a fair offer, but Devin he made the moves to be in that position.
It was fair. We ain't gonna sugarcoat shit on my channel. It was very fair.
Yep.
And so I thought he
said nothing on pay-per-view at all.
Considering the context, because Devin Haney took less than that.
Facts. And so I thought it was
gotta add context to it. But go ahead, Doug. My bad.
Take the offer, man. And if you, especially the way you speak on Devin, and you telling us you beat his ass all the time, you dominate him in sparring. All right, cool. Take that 25%, become undisputed, and then really show us who you are. But instead, you take a fight against Edward De Los Santos, and it's one of the worst fights you done had in your career. It's a sad situation, and man, I feel bad for Shakur. I ain't gonna hold you. I feel bad
for what, nigga? No. Wait a minute. Time out. For what?
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Go ahead.
I think and the reason I feel bad, not because of, I think he squandered the biggest opportunity that could possibly happen in his career. He's gonna have other opportunities.
It's his fault.
I'm not saying it ain't his fault. That's why I feel bad that he made that decision. If you didn't see it and you didn't have the people around you telling you that you got 25%, it's gonna be a pay-per-view fight, and you got a chance to win undisputed. And if you talking like you talking, you're gonna beat Devin ass. Well, you should have took that. You got to take that. And so I feel.
You want to know why I don't feel bad for Shakur about that piss poor performance? Because he had the opportunity to postpone the fight. If he was really that hurt, if his hand was fucked up, or if he had a bum shoulder, like Bob Arum came out and said he's trying to protect him for reasons I don't know. I don't know, because he gonna leave Top Rank anyway, Bob. So you might as well quit capping for him. then just postpone the fucking fight. We don't want to hear this shit because we didn't give Earl this out. We didn't give Earl any outs. I didn't give y'all know me. I'm one of the main motherfuckers. I get on Earl to no end, right? But I'm fair. I always kept it boxing. I'm just keeping the same fucking energy. We don't want to hear no excuses. So I don't feel sorry for him at all. I don't. I'm sorry. Sorry, not so sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Ayo.
Now, and the one thing I don't respect either is Terrence Crawford, right? Mr. I done went Hollywood, right?
Let's talk about it.
This is the same guy who came out. This is the same guy who came out and criticized and said, well, not criticize, hey, David, you my boy, but I thought you lost that fight. But when Shakur go in the ring and put on a piss poor fucking performance, oh, I think Shakur fought a great fight. Oh, he don't need to think about the fans after looking at it. I think it was great. Like Crawford, cut the bullshit, bro. Like, this is what I'm talking about right here.
And Bud, the same motherfucker that got on Jamel. Now, I get it. They had their little thing going on. But didn't he get on Jamel for not coming to fight against Canelo?
Yep.
So, why are you giving Shakur this pass in the public? See, that's my thing with Bud. Like, keep it, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't lie to this young motherfucker. He's supposed to be your little brother. Big Fish don't lie to me.
Nope.
You gonna keep it real with me. You know that, Ayo. We go at it. We ain't gonna sugarcoat shit like Bud. I know that's your man's. I know that's your quote unquote little brother. They don't say brother, they say brother. You feel with 2 D's and an A. But you gotta be honest with this motherfucker because he's blowing it right now. He's blowing it. But go ahead, Ayo.
Yeah, no, I did. I totally forgot about that. E3. That's a great point. How Terrence Crawford came out, whether him and Jamel had beef or not. This dude was so critical of Jamel Charlo performance, where he said he would never, ever fight Jamel Charlo. It's not worth it no more.
Yeah,
so
he did say that.
We're looking at Shakur Stevenson. Just like Dub Rightside and Mr. Q said it first, but Dub Rightside elaborated on it. Like, this is the sweet science of boxing, right? It is. But boxing is also about entertainment, just like every other sport. Basketball, NFL, like, we want to be entertained. We want to watch good teams play. If they're not playing good, we're not going to watch them. And what Shakur did is went in there and put on a piss poor performance, also scrutinizing the fans and the media at the same damn time, bro. Like, this is terrible for him. And I'm with you, E3. I don't feel sorry for this dude at all, bro. Like, as much talking. I'm talking about, because this dude is one of the biggest talkers in boxing.
He is.
As much talking as he do, and then going there and look like that, and then Terrence Crawford, the guy who was supposed to be the epitome of boxing, the guy who everybody was, a lot of people was rooting for because they told us he was really like that, and he wasn't gonna be like these other guys. Now he's showing that he done crossed over and went to the other side. Now he's trying to bring Shakur with him. Like, this is just terrible for the sport. Shakur, I don't want to watch his fights. I'm going to be honest with you. After that last fight, I don't want to watch Shakur fight. As a matter of fact, E3, Bob Arum came out and stated, this dude is a great defensive fighter. But he also said he's not basically watchable, and it's going to be hard to get this guy an opponent. So we don't know.
It was already hard. He just made it even worse. And listen, his performance the other night against Duda, it basically validated everything that Eastside Pitbull Cruz and his team was saying. They didn't want to chase him around the fucking ring. They said that.
But that's such a sad situation for you to be as skilled as you are, and for people to understand that, hell, if we go fight him, we ain't even got a chance. He gonna run the entire time. It's a damn shame. And I will say, I done seen, we done all seen Shakur stand in there and show the skill set that he has, right? Against Jamel Herring, against Oscar Valdez, against individual he don't think that can hurt him or who more athletic than him. Against those individuals, he gonna stand in there and whoop their ass in the pocket. The problem is that we want to see you fight niggas on your skill level. That's what we want to see. And now what it seems like is when you run into a nigga who has, hell, I still think Shakur is much more skillful than Edward De Los Santos, but I can't prove that. I cannot prove that from what I seen in that fight. I can't prove it to save my life.
But let's do this. Let's do this. Because Shakur was the same motherfucker that was hating on Devin Haney at the fight, hopped in the ring, said that, oh, you lost to Lomachenko. Oh, he got washed. Oh, it was a bad performance. Oh, he ran out the ring. Well, why not do this? Why not run it back with Edwin?
Yep.
That's what he needs to do. That's what he really needs to do.
Devin Haney needs to run it back with Loma, right? Wasn't Shakur saying that? Let me know where I told him.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, but he can't do that. He can't do that because he
I was just about to say that because don't nobody want to watch this shit. Don't nobody want to watch this shit.
It ain't even about nobody want to watching it. It's gonna be boring because Shakur understands, and this is the sad part about it. One thing, and I'm looking at, I'm gonna be paying specific attention to this when Devin fight Regis, right? When you come up against a power puncher, all right, cool. I understand you're gonna fight off the back foot. You're gonna utilize your skill sets. You're gonna be slick, but you got to let your hands go. And the problem that we have with the fight with De Los Santos was you didn't let your hands go, bro. You had opportunities to land shots and you didn't, and then you let the man stun on you during the fight. You let him stun on you.
Embarrassing. He turned his back on him several times. Like, nigga, you
multiple times. It's ridiculous. If Regis were to do that against Devin, I'm gonna have the same smoke for him. The difference is I didn't see Devin sit. I didn't see him fight the wrong fight, in my opinion. I even with Lomachenko, I thought it was the wrong fight, but it was a much more exciting fight. He wouldn't won that fight. So I didn't see the nigga sit down and not be scared to fight. I ain't seen Shakur just really sit down and fight, bro. Like, I ain't seen it. So it's hard to justify anything he got going right now simply off of the performance he had and the lack of the lack of wanting to sit down with a motherfucker when you need to and show you more skilled than them, because skills pay the bills in boxing.
So let me ask y'all this real quick. How do y'all think Frank Martin feels at this point?
Like a dumbass.
Because I feel like he should have took that fucking fight. See, this is what happened when you duck fights and you avoid fights, and he blew a perfect opportunity to catch this motherfucker on an off night.
He feel like a jackass right now.
Hey, no, look. Hey, Frank Martin want to fight so bad right now. He begging for it.
See what I'm saying?
Hey, he feel like a jackass right now. Bro. Because this was crazy right here. Frank Martin, the way I watch him fight, he takes a lot more chances than De Los Santos, and he is athletic. So I think Frank Martin would have had a great chance at beating Shakur that night. But if I'm Frank Martin now, nigga, I really think I made the right decision, because if I just got this to fight you, nah, nigga. Like, if y'all want any top fighter to fight Shakur, they really gonna have to pay the money now. I'm with you, E3. Bob.
I get it, because you saying from the standpoint of like strength and conditioning, he gonna have to get his track shit on, like his stamina right to fight a nigga like Shakur. Is that what you saying?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna be chasing them all fight.
Yeah, and look, I'm with you, E3. Bob Arum is not going to re-sign him because Shakur is not a marketable guy, and he ain't going to be a marketable guy for a long time. The way he came out and acted, such like a crybaby, even after getting the victory, bro. He criticized, like ridiculed the fans and media, bro, and that's
and not only that, Ayo, I didn't even touch up on this point. Not only that, he alienated Top Rank. He did the same shit, stupid ass shit, might I add, that Terrence Bud Crawford and his team did. They let everybody know that their contract was coming up, right? And that's why Bob went into that whole tirade of saying that, oh, I can't do nothing with him. I could have built mansions in Beverly Hills. You remember all that shit? Yep. Shakur just did the same. Why would you let the people know that your contract about to be up?
And this is the thing, right?
So now he can sabotage all your fights, bro. You do know that, Shakur, right?
Yeah, and
he's going to the same way he did Bud, respectfully.
Exactly.
He's going to. That's what he's gonna do. That's what Bob always does.
I don't get it.
Now, and with his contract coming up, just think about it. Just say Shakur get the next fight, which we know going to be boring this shit again, because it's going. Well, it may be exciting because they know he look boring as shit against this guy in De Los Santos, so they're gonna put him against a flat-footed guy where he can really throw his explosive offense. But that's not gonna mean nothing to me, because we know who Shakur is. he could beat them type of guys like that. And I'm telling you this right here, Shakur is going to go in and he's going to have a hard time signing the deal and getting the type of money he wants with the next promotional company because
he's going to have to take a pay cut.
Oh, super.
You want to talk about a lack of options. He really don't have any options. Like the shit that y'all used to be saying about Bud, like it's about to be worse for Shakur based off of his fighting style alone. Because at least Bud, he engages. He tries to get you up out of there.
Bud will fight your ass.
That we ever said about him, right? He was just talking about the promoting side of himself. See, Shakur got the promoting side down. But you got to put that shit in and take it and do it in the ring, bro.
And he, damn. Go ahead, Abby.
No, go ahead, Doug.
Well, this is I agree 100% with it, and it's crazy because in this situation, you already knew the game plan. You the one putting these things out here. You know the game plan. You know you got to be excited. You know you got to be marketable. You know what I'm saying? In this situation, and to go in and all right, if once again you tell me your hand and sickness and whatever else, I didn't give when Tank had a hurt hand against Pitbull Cruz. I didn't give Tank no credit for it. It was I thought it was a lackluster performance. When Mr. Gary Russell had a bad shoulder against Mark Marcel, nope, you ain't getting nothing from me. So why the fuck I'm gonna give you something? I'm not giving you nothing. And so you need to go out and perform. And it's a horrible look. And the worst part is with your contract being up. Now you got to find somebody who gonna want to buy into you, who gonna want to say, "God damn it, we think that you can bring something to what we got going on." Shakur is a hell of a fighter. We all know that, but at the same time, you got to be excited.
I don't know that anymore. I'm starting to think he's overhyped. I don't know that.
Like, to be honest with you,
Shakur got to be a hell of. We done seen the skills from the brother, man. The man can control and. I always say this.
Has he really been in there in the ring with a nigga that's his equal, that has the same ego as him, that has the same, you know what I'm saying, like boxing IQ as him? We hadn't seen that yet.
He hasn't. And it's crazy because go ahead.
No, I was just saying, he ain't been in the ring with a dude like Devin or Tank. That really feel like they can beat him when they get in the ring. He ain't been in there with nobody like that.
Remember, Tanko would give him all type of trouble, bro.
I to tell you the truth, I don't even know if Shakur could beat his partner in Keyshawn Davis. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, they say they're too friendly. They're not gonna fight each other. I ain't never heard that.
I know they're not gonna fight.
I don't like that shit either.
That's some bullshit.
They ain't too friendly. Cause look, you gotta understand. You friends all day long, but when it comes to the money and when it comes to wanting to be that guy, you're gonna have people in your ear, and you could look at what's his name? Who I just said.
Keyshawn,
you could look at businessman Keyshawn and see he about himself first, and he's seen that performance Shakur put on. You gotta understand, these boxers are really looking at each other. It ain't about friendship. Remember, T.O. was the same guy who said him and Rolly would have to have this amount of money, but then when T.O. got a belt at 140, he said he opened the fight Rolly now. So I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Businessman Keyshawn, he looked at that fight, and he probably could see now, damn, I'm better than Shakur. Shakur don't like to get hit. I'm athletic. All I got to do is get to him. He don't got no punching power. Like, I'm just being honest, bro. Like, Shakur did a total disservice for himself. People don't look at him like that no more. Like, and you got to understand this, too. Like, with him being 25, 26, and you fighting like this at this age, the purest of purest fans is the Mexicans, right? They the ones who really buy the fights and watch the fights. And the Mexicans, who is the majority of boxing fans who really buy the fights, they not going to want to buy your fight, Shakur. As a matter of fact, it ain't going to be no top Mexican out there who want to fight Shakur again. Because why would you want to fight a guy who's not going to want to fight?
He ain't going to engage.
Yeah, he don't want to engage, bro.
And it's crazy what you saying that if you look at and when I'm taking a step back from it, right? Well, okay, you got the Devin, you got Tanks, but a lot of the other fights for you are gonna be like you said, Hispanic fighters. You know what I'm saying? Those gonna be fights for you, and a lot of times, what do you hear? Especially if you go to any other panel, you go to a Hispanic, what they gonna tell you? Shakur, he's gonna run, man. He's not gonna get. He gonna run. And you like, well, damn. I can't even argue with you after this last performance. At least with Devin, I can argue with you. I sit there and tell you, well, hell, he said it and he fought Lomachenko. He fought him. He fought Lomachenko. I can tell you that with Devin. You know what I'm saying? With Shakur, when they start saying it, get what I do? I just go on mute because shit, there ain't nothing I can say. He ain't lying. He ain't lying. He ain't lying.
Well, I tell you what, when he fought Loma, that was the one time out of most of his fights, he didn't do a lot of excessive hugging. You know what I'm saying? I gotta give him that. He didn't all the hugging that I expected him to do. He didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? And when he hollered that Loma was fighting dirty on the clinch, shit, hell, I saw Devin get a little dirty in the clinch.
Fucking right. You damn right he did. And that's what I want to see from him. That's what I want to see.
That fight, man. He took a bunch of risks, man. That boy was throwing a bunch of body punches too.
That's why I
thought body shots, man.
And that's
but I can live with that. That's a fight.
Him to fight. And
that's a fight.
Won him the early rounds.
And that's why I gave him the fight 7-5 because of his body punches, because of him taking the extra risk. If we look at Devin Haney and we look at Shakur Stevenson right now, no, it's going to be no poll on this planet but the niggas from Houston and the niggas from Newark, New Jersey, who gonna think that Shakur is a better fighter.
And the Blood Buddies. And some of the Blood Buddies. Not all of us, but some of them.
And this is the other thing, though. but this is the other thing. Even with that piece of it, outside of taking the risk, right? It was still a close ass fight, right? The man put the body work in. I always say that's the reason Lomachenko said he thought he was winning the fight, so he didn't fight in the 12th round. No, that body work had took effect. That's my opinion. But even then, it was a close ass fight. This was a close ass fight. The difference was one was exciting and one wasn't. One didn't. It wasn't a real fight. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we look for from boxing fans. Man, we want to see niggas who go get in there and let their hands go. And I mean, I think Shakur did himself a huge disservice in that fight. I really want to understand what Edward De Los Santos' power is, because for Shakur to put his hands in his pockets the way he did, it was, I mean, he had to be touched with something early. He didn't get hit with nothing crazy. So he had to be hitting the shoulder or something and felt something that he was like, you know what, fuck it. I ain't doing shit tonight. I'm just going to win the fight. I understand it, but you can't in major fights if you want to be a big time pay-per-view fighter.
Oh, I can tell you, I can answer that for you real easily. Look at the Rido fight. When De Los Santos, that's where he saw the power at, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Rido come out the Benavidez camp. He was hyped up as one of those ones until he fought De Los Santos. But De Los Santos was punching between his punches and sliding his ass, got him 6-1. De Los Santos got power. And Shakur knew he had power. That's why he fought him the same way he fought Nakatili. When it comes to power, shaking like booty meat. He's scared. He's scared. I don't have no faith in him.
Nah, man, Shakur is the epitome of a motherfucker who talk like he really like that and get in the ring and show he not really like that. Like I said, I'm not interested. Like my dog, he threw the Black Picasso said, this dude fight no more flat-footed fighters. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in seeing this nigga get in there against some athletic bastards who can fight. Other than that, I don't want to see none of Shakur shit.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I wouldn't mind seeing the Frank Martin fight. I wouldn't mind still seeing it. Just from the aspect.
Oh, go ahead.
He's somebody that's athletic and got power. You know what I'm saying? And I think Frank Martin can make it a dog fight on him.
The problem is the only way we're gonna see that fight is if Frank Martin decides to take less than what he think he worth. Because Shakur, he ain't gonna come down, especially now that he a title at 35. He not gonna come down off of his price, so we're not gonna see the fight because
he running around here talking about he 3-time 3-division champion and shit. Like, man, that dude.
Don't do that.
That dude was something else, bro. I'm really disappointed in him because I like Io said, I thought he was like that, bro, but he not. He not what I thought he was, bro.
Like, how can we really be mad at Tank Davis right now? Like I said, like you say, Etho, that's why you was Etho to the Black Picasso, right? You said earlier, like, we don't know everything about boxing, right? And that's why I can't be mad at Gervonta Tank Davis no more. Because he's seeing the same shit that we seeing now with Shakur on the level. Like, why am I finna fight this dude who don't want to fight, who ain't gonna try to engage? Now, listen, I know we talk shit about Ryan Garcia, like my dog Ethan say, a.k.a. Ryan Kardashian, but at least that motherfucker got in there and tried to fight Tank. Then look, we could say that nigga, you know, we quit or whatever, but that nigga was in there trying to fight. Like he was throwing the same.
He threw 3 left hooks in a row, bro.
He was
trying to knock that motherfucker head out.
But that motherfucker was trying to fight.
And Tank seen him coming, but at least he was throwing. He was throwing.
Yeah.
He caught him with a few of them, but Tank ate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Tank ate that shit.
And look, Ryan Garcia told a story on one of these interviews I was listening to, right? He said he was at a club. He was chopping it up with businessman Keyshawn. He said businessman Keyshawn was cool as fuck, right? He said he seen Shakur. He said, hey, man, come over here. And Shakur gonna look at him and say, nah, you come over here. Like, I'm some arrogant. Like, what type of, like, that's some shit, bro. I'm telling you on the interview, he was like, they was at a club. He was chopping it up with businessman Keyshawn. And he seen Shakur. He said, come over here. Shakur gonna shake his head, nah, you come over here. Like, look.
And what you always used to say, earth-size ego.
Nigga, super earth-size ego. You hit the nail in the coffin. This nigga is jealous of them niggas, bro. He jealous of Ryan Garcia.
You want to be in their position, but he ain't.
Haney. He jealous of Tank Davis. He jealous of all them niggas. But then
let me ask this. I want to ask you a question, Ayo. I want to ask you a question. Devin Haney, first off, Devin Haney sent Shakur a contract for 25% to fight for Undisputed, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Did Shakur send a bottle to Devin Haney talking about sign the contract?
Yeah, because you know that was like Devin Haney was saying, right? You know, I was watching this interview. I ain't gonna mention it today, but Devin Haney said on this interview, he was like, he gonna like that was all a publicity stunt. Yeah, Devin Haney sent the contract, but Shakur gonna try to pop the bottles and talking about he want 50-50 on the contract. And how can anybody try to justify Devin Haney saying this man Shakur just need 25%. Shakur had no belts. So what type of fucking leverage did Shakur have to say, oh, give me 50-50? That's
none. And he never been on pay-per-view before, so he didn't have any leverage, bro. None whatsoever.
So what's
he just came off of a fight with Yoshino, a motherfucker that make my orange chicken at Panda Express.
If Devin took 22, 23%, whatever the number was, and fought in Australia twice to become undisputed, you can't take 25% for an undisputed fight? I don't understand it. I don't understand that. I don't understand.
Yeah, bro.
4 belts, not 1 belt, 4 belts.
Yeah, he the biggest duck. He the biggest duck of 2023, bro. And that's got to be said right there. Because, like I said,
hello, brothers.
Said, when you have the go ahead, Boxing Nerd.
I got you, Boxing Nerd. I got you, bro. All right, man. Let me let Boxing Nerd get up here, man. You live on the chat with the pack. You got 2 minutes, bro. Pop your shit.
Hey, I'm sorry for not coming on immediately. I was doing some other stuff. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good, man. I'm gonna get off of here in about 15 more minutes. Y'all go ahead, pop your shit, Boxing Nerd.
Oh yeah, no. Hope you guys are doing good. Shakur is a duck. Shakur is I don't know, man. Shakur is something else. He's a crybaby. He's an entitled little brat. And I know the injury report for I have the injury report. He broke a dimple. He broke a dimple. That's why he performed so badly. His dimple have to be intact. He has to see a dimpleologist every Tuesday, I believe it is. And he's just a bum, man. I can't stand how you can talk all that shit. He's been talking so much shit since he came to 135. So much shit. And for you to hit the man like that in the ring is ridiculous, bro. I don't get it. How do you talk so much trash and end up being trash in the ring? That's not how it works. No, you're supposed to be amazing. You're supposed to put on an Ali-esque performance. You're supposed to be looking like Floyd versus what's his name? Give me the name. Freaking
Castillo.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to look like. That is what you're literally supposed to look like. You're supposed to make your opponent look like an amateur. You're supposed to make your opponent look like dog shit because you were talking the most shit, right? So you're supposed to make it look like you are the best in the world. You're supposed to make it look like you're the best defensive fighter while being offensive, not the best defensive fighter while being a track star. Like, what are you doing? You're in a boxing ring. We come to see a fight. I stayed up to 1 a.m. to watch that bullshit. I could have been catching up on some legendary sleep. I mean, legendary sleep. I was subjected to that. But that's all I gotta say, man.
You were subjected to that bullshit.
And with him saying that boxing there, a great fucking point, bro. Because I want to hit on this, and I know E-Thriller finna go, so let me just say this real quick. Is Shakur Stevenson really that good defensive, right? Because, see, I don't know if you said this, E-Thriller, you might have did, or somebody said this. Because they said, how good defensively is he? Because we judge the fighters when fighters fight, and they're showing their defensive wit. Like Floyd Mayweather, that's why I hate when motherfuckers criticize Floyd a lot. Because people say Floyd was too defensive. No, Floyd was defensive, and he fought your motherfucking ass. And Floyd stayed in the motherfucking pocket and showed that you couldn't fuck with him, nigga, from the north to the south to the east.
Phenomenal fighter on the inside.
E3,
Phenomenal.
I'm asking you, E3.
Yep.
I don't know if you said this, somebody said this. How good defensively is he when he not really in there fighting against guys who we know, like we say, that's on his level to show how good defensively he is, bro? I don't think.
I think that was a conversation we had. I think that was a phone conversation we had off the record, bro. But that was some shit we was talking about. Yeah, I agree because like he wasn't slipping it and countering. He wasn't pulling. He wasn't check hooking. He wasn't doing nothing, bro. He didn't trust his instincts or his reflexes at all in that fight. So I hate the comparisons to Floyd. Like, the niggas gotta stop this shit, bro.
How dare
Floyd
you?
is a generational like, bro. His defense. If you go watch Floyd when he was pretty boy, hell, even when he was money made, he ain't never fought like Shakur fought the other night.
Never.
He fought against McDonough, like, bro. He ain't never fought like that, bro.
What I watched,
Floyd gonna throw an uppercut. He gonna throw a hook. He gonna throw straight rights. Man, come on, bro. Shakur didn't do none of that.
I watched Floyd stand in the pocket with Canelo, with Shane Mosley, you know what I'm saying, and be right there in front of him, slip they shit.
He got dinged on by Shane. He was in the pocket.
But even when he got clipped, it was okay because what he did, he beat the shit out of Shane.
He came back and walked that motherfucker down. Hey, look, bro. Hey, I'm sorry, Dub, right side. That just brought back a moment for me. Everybody remember when Floyd got hit? Because when Floyd got hit by Sugar Shane, I remember I was in Mesquite, Texas, at my cousin them house. We all stood up.
Man, I remember that shit like yesterday.
And that's the only thing they played from the fight.
Then he walked him down, E3.
He walked him down the whole fight.
Down the rest of the fight, man.
Beat his ass, bro.
Hey,
he
man,
did not get on his bike one time.
Man was the back foot in the fight. Even in that moment, he was in the pocket. The man went on the back foot. And the craziest thing is that when Floyd did it, Floyd was able to make you miss, make you pay, and then dictate You know what I'm saying? What the pace of the fight gonna be? How the fight gonna go? Especially after you got past the fifth round. The fifth round, after the fifth round, you was damn near done with Floyd. Respectfully to all the great fighters that he fought, but you was damn near done after the fifth round. I mean, it's a total difference. It's a total difference. Stop comparing these. Devin is in Floyd.
No,
Shakur.
hey, hold up. My
Floyd,
nigga
bro.
T Thriller said this to me today, and I've been, we've been talking about this. Devin Haney is the most close to Floyd out of any of these fucking fighters, bro. Look at his resume. Look at the fucking risk he is taking. Look what he'll do to put himself in position. That's the same thing Floyd did. And as a matter of fact, at Devin Haney age at 24, he done did more than Floyd and done made more money than Floyd.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I do agree with that, Trevor. I will say though, I still don't think that I can't compare Devin. Devin is Devin. Devin, he don't have.
It's not like Mayweather's though. No, not at all.
Even though he want to utilize the shoulder roll, man, Floyd has something a tad bit different than Devin. Devin isn't Floyd. It's not even close. And so all I'm saying is the same way I looked at Tyson, all the great fighters, I had to realize, bro, there are times you can compare fighters to fighters, but a lot of times the special ones, I think Devin is special. The special ones have their own style. They're them. And I don't think Devin is what Floyd was, but I do think Devin presents a different challenge than Floyd did to a lot of these fighters. And so I don't think you can't quite, if that makes sense, in my opinion.
No, it do make sense. Let's get it clear. I ain't saying Devin is Floyd, but if you look at his mannerisms and the way he carry himself, and also the way he fights too, not saying he Floyd, I'm talking about everything he do surrounding the sport of boxing to put himself in position. That's where I'm comparing.
Even the way Floyd. He talks shit, like he's a sarcastic shit talker, like Floyd. That's where I compare him to Floyd. Like they very similar in that aspect. I was watching that shit with him and Regis, and that shit had me crying laughing because he had Regis mad as fuck.
Hey, that shit
was beautiful,
bruh. And it was so.
I don't know why Bill Haney don't let this motherfucker talk. He can talk with the best of them. But
Bill need to let Devin do his thing. Devin can talk.
He don't need no help.
And that damn and I just watched it before I jumped on with you. And I watched this is my third time watching it. Man, Devin, he's sitting in that motherfucker comfortable as a motherfucker, and he telling Regis. What got me was this when they said what type of fight this gonna be, Chris Mannix. He asked what type of fight it's gonna be. What Devin said, a mismatch. He was asking Regis the question, a mismatch. It's a mismatch. And then Regis agreed with it and said, yeah, it is. Hold on. You ain't supposed to agree with what he's saying. You ain't supposed to agree with that, bro. You supposed to be telling.
I think he was agreeing to saying that he was going.
I know what he was agreeing to. The problem is the question was to him, and he wasn't the first to respond, and then he agreed with the individual who responded. It automatically gives a leg up to Devin. You know what I'm saying?
I know, but I get it. But people looking at Devin like he the more superior fighter anyway. So with Devin Haney saying it, I guess it's a little merit to it. But what I'm saying is, like Regis Prograis, how he got balls too. He ain't finna just let Devin Haney say a mismatch. He said, well, yeah, it's gonna be a mismatch. Like he telling Devin Haney, you don't do nothing better than me either, because he Thriller say that Regis was mad, boy. Regis had Devin Haney hot too, bro. That motherfucker started saying nigga. And I'm thinking, nigga, they shoot all these Akbar, nigga, Muslim and shit. This nigga started getting real out of character.
Devin was talking that shit. Hey man, I gotta get off this bitch, man. I gotta wake up early, y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming on, man. Closing thoughts. Go ahead, Boxing Nerd. 30 seconds, bro. Closing thoughts.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you for coming on. I don't want to keep you too much longer, man. I just wish you. I hope you could come on when you can, bro. You know,
man. I've been on, man. You already know, Boxing Nerd. I've been on my Twitter, my TikTok shit. Bro.
Yes, sir.
I ain't
Pop
really
it off.
YouTube.
Forget YouTube. They ain't paying you nothing anyway. So, yeah,
exactly. Appreciate you, man. All right, man. Going out to Dub Right Side. Closing thoughts, my guy.
Man, same thing. E Thriller, man. I ain't on YouTube. I mean, Twitter. I ain't on all of that, but I am on YouTube. So whenever you go live, man, I'll be looking for you, man. Nothing but love and respect. Shout out to my brother Io, man. I support your content as well. Mr. Quinn, everybody, man, y'all do a hell of a job over here, and I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I appreciate you allowing me to rock with you. I will tell you this, though. Devin gonna beat the shit out of Regis, bro. He gonna beat the shit out of Regis, and I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of it. So, all right, bro. Take it easy. Much love, fam.
Appreciate that, Doug. All right, man. Going out to the BLB Master Q. Closing thoughts, my guy.
Oh man. Appreciate you coming on, my brother, man. You know, we be
man,
needing it from time
one,
to
man.
time.
Yeah, man. I owe y'all.
Other than that, looking forward to the next live that's having, and shout out to the pack, and I gotta tell my boy, the general, we didn't have no smoke tonight. It was good. It was good. You know what I'm saying? You know, you was able to chill tonight, baby boy. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had no smoke, baby. We ain't had no smoke. But that's all I got, Thriller.
Appreciate you, Q. All right, fam. All right, man. The last but not least, going out to Mr. 214. Take us home, man.
Hey, man, shout out to my dog, E-Thriller, the Black Picasso. Y'all make sure y'all go support him on TikTok, Instagram. Yeah, I said it. Y'all make sure y'all do that. This dude is killing it on the other platforms and also killing it on YouTube. Shout out to Dub Brightside. Shout out to Boxing Nerd. Shout out to Mr. Q for coming to join the panel tonight and making it as electric as possible like it was. We appreciate what you do, E3, and we wish you come on more here on YouTube and pop your shit in your voice, as you could say. And last but not least, E-Thriller, this for you. Shout out to the Los Angeles Lakers for getting beat by 46 points tonight.
Oh, no.
You just had to throw that in there, huh?
Oh, my God.
Appreciate you, Ayo, for coming on. All right, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for dropping some comments. Shout out to the Playback Gang. Drop some comments in the chat. Hit that like button. Hit the dislike button. I really don't give a fuck. Until next time, we are gone. Holla.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it.
Go Thriller, back better, iller, pound for pound, killing these topics with analytics, silencing all the critics, trying to bite the style, they get sun like children. YouTube villain, podcast killing, so antagonistic and prolific with the swiftness. Make sure you make weight before you trying to debate. Yeah, I said it, and I never hesitate. Hit them with hooks, cause these rooks took the bait. Start the show, cause goats never hesitate. Ducking smoke, got them sweating at they toxins.
Yeah,
Goat Thriller, cleaning up the sport of boxing. Aight then.
Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I fucking wait. I am the greatest. Yeah, I said it.